Today I'm going to talk about a new Love Notions make and how I fixed my Love Notions lyric top. Hi everyone, I'm Caroline and welcome to my channel. A few videos ago I talked about my fall plans, and one of the plans that I had was to make a Love Notions lyric dress. Now I've made a couple of these before and I've made them out of duvet. I wanted to make them out of this cotton poplin that I got from Fabricland and, make it a little bit more wearable in the fall and the winter with boots. I don't have any boots. I need to get some boots. I need to get those kind of boots that have a gap along the side for elastic because I have heavier calves. I'm sure you know the ones I mean. Anyways, I'm on the lookout. I haven't worn boots for years, but I want to get a pair of knee-high boots, or not mid-calf. I think they need to be up to the knee for a dress. Those are my thoughts on it. Let me know what you think. So let me show you my first make. Here's my Love Notions lyric dress. And I made it with cotton poplin, as I said. This beautiful fabric from Fabricland, and it's got like a woman's face on it. I think they end up on my boobs in the picture, but that's okay. I love that. Now, I love the dress, but there's always a but. There's a couple of things, and I made size 18. I always have to scale out for the waist because I have quite a rectangular figure. Which is fine. I scaled out. I think I scaled out from 38 inches to 42. I think I'd actually come in just a little bit, 41 or maybe 40. I have to say that the black isn't the best on me, the black with the white, even though I love this fabric. It probably would have been better. Gee, I don't know. I wouldn't make pants, maybe a skirt. But I do think with my coloring that the black washes me out a bit. I think I need brighter colors by my face. Is that going to stop me from making it or from wearing it? No, I will definitely be wearing it. But it's just, a mental note to make that I think I'd like it in a brighter color. Now this time around, I did make it with the bishop sleeves, which I love. The bishop sleeves are an option. You can either have down to the elbow, 3/4 length, I guess, or down to the wrist, and I made the elbow ones, and I just really think it changes the look of the dress completely, because this Love Notions lyric dress it's got quite a few options as far as you can, with the sleeves, and you can make a tunic from it, which I will show you in a minute where I went with that. But I do love the dress, and it's a very easy sew. It was a very easy sew. So that was my third one. And it came out perfectly, honestly, other than I think I would probably make it different fabric color. The fabric, I love the cotton poplin. Cotton poplin is perfect for this dress. It needs a little bit of structure. I think a rayon or something like that wouldn't work so well for this dress, but I think the cotton poplin works perfectly as far as, a little bit of flare on the skirt part. So I would definitely give this one a 10 out of 10 for how it came out. It's definitely one of my tried and true patterns now, and I like the way it looks on my figure, but I would bring it in a little bit more at the waist. I would probably drop it to about 40 inches, grade it out, which will be easy enough to change the pattern, and a brighter color. But let me know what your thoughts are, and here from the picture of me. Let me know what you think of it and whether you've made it, whether you've tried the bishop sleeves. I just am addicted to these. I just really like these bishop sleeves. They definitely are perfect for fall and winter wear. So yeah, that is my lyric dress. So a few videos ago, I had made a Love Notions lyric top. It's all about lyric Love Notions lyric today. This one down here. And I made it out of this beautiful rayon linen that I'd purchased from my local fabric store, just a small one in my town. Beautiful fabric, but it grew. It grew 2 inches. The seam line at the waist actually was 2 inches lower than the dress version that I'd made out of cotton that didn't grow at all. And I wish I'd taken a picture of it so I could have shown you, but in my panic, I thought, well, I'll just serge around it and make it narrower, or, you know, worst decision ever. Here's a picture of me in it. You can see that I've got the bizarre little area because of the placket. I don't know what I was thinking. Anyway, huge newbie mistake. So I put it out to my viewers as to what they thought that I could do to fix it, because I loved the blouse. And so many great responses, because I didn't want to have to deal with having to do the whole placket over. Lots of people suggested lots of different ways that I could fix it. But in the end, there were a few people that suggested this, and I thought this was the best way to go. I just ended up cutting off the lower peplum and adding another one that was solid across the stomach, no placket going all the way down, with a slight gather. That's exactly what I did. And that's what I'm wearing today. And here's a picture of me in it, and I am just so happy with this top. I just love it. Even though it might be a little bit, actually, I don't even think it is too big up here. I love the color. I love the buttons. It ended up only being 3 buttons, but then I've got the placket here, as you can see in the picture. So it really turned out very well, and I just was devastated at the time. This is the superpower that sewing is, how you can turn something around and make it really into a garment that may even be better than the original one, because I love how this looks. I think the placket is very cute. So I'll be wearing this lots, and I'm very happy with it. Now, the other garment that I had was this jacket, and I'll put the pattern number up there and a picture of me wearing it. And there were a lot of comments on how to fix that one. Some people suggested dyeing it. Now, I am very deathly allergic to hair dye, and I have heard that some of the chemicals they use in RIT dye or whatever can be very irritating. So I thought, yeah, I'm not going to dye it, even though I think there's 2 big problems with this jacket. I think the color is a problem, actually probably 3. Even though I think I did a great job sewing it up, I think there's 3 problems with it. The color, the boxiness of it, and the sleeves. So a number of people suggested putting fisheye darts in here and at the back. A viewer suggested putting a little tie at the back, which I thought was a great, simple, nice fix just to give it some definition. Others suggested cutting the sleeves to a shorter length or narrowing them. So and another viewer suggested just trying to style it different. So I did try and style it different, and I did not have any luck. I didn't have any luck. Here's a picture, a couple of pictures of me with trying to style it with a scarf and with jeans, and it still isn't working. The basic style of that jacket just does not suit me. It would suit others, I think. So what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to I think I'm going to put a couple of fisheye darts in the back, and I'm going to narrow the sleeves so they're not quite so bell wide at the end. To start with those 2 things, and I'll report back, but let me know what you think. So no dyeing, couple of fisheye darts at the back, and narrowing the sleeve width. We'll start with that, but I do think the boxiness of it is a problem. But you know, even if it's a jacket that I just wear occasionally and not worry about it, I think I'm going to wear it. It's a beautiful, beautiful fabric, and I think I did a good job. But I think if I make it less flary at the hips, where my thickest, you know, the tummy and the waist and all that kind of thing, and the sleeves, if I narrow them, I think I'll have half a chance with it. You know, this turned out beautifully. I just am so happy with how this Lyric top turned out. Maybe I'll be able to make the jacket look better too. Who knows? Anyway, so thank you for joining me for my very first fall plan reveal, the Lyric dress. Like I say, fabric color, not too great. Fabric type, perfect. And I love the bell sleeves. So I'll build on that, try another dress down the line, but look for my next few makes that I talked about in my previous video. I hope you enjoyed this video. Really, really happy to have you comment, subscribe, and like my video. See you next time. Bye-bye.